Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Today, a little bit of love on the Exploder, my 2000 Ford Explorer XLT with a 5.0 all-wheel drive. And yeah, I have a light on here. You may notice, I don't know if it shows up, but this is my reverse sensors. This does not work. I don't get the proper reverse tone, you know, if I'm about to back into somebody, and figure I'll go ahead and take care of this. Now, could be a number of things, but one of them may be as simple as your little reverse parking. I guess this is like a tone device, sonar device, whatever these are. They could just be bad. And you get a 4-pack of these relatively cheap. I'll put the part number and a link to it on Amazon in the video description. So I'll show real quick how to replace this, and then hopefully we can resolve this. And if my daughter's driving this thing, she won't back up anybody. So that is a bonus. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this. Back at the workbench, I have the replacement sensor and a couple of the old ones I took out. You can see they're pretty well worn down. You can tell they're over 20 years old. I mean, they look in decent shape, but you know, it is what it is. Here is the replacement. You can see looks nice and fresh. And a trick, you want to put a little dielectric grease on here because those connectors they're going to be going back into are super difficult in removing and placing back. Old one and the new one. I've replaced the other sensors, so really this one is the only one left. The corner ones are more difficult to do because they are on the outer edges. And I'm going to go ahead and get underneath the car. You do have to go underneath, and inside the bumper here is where the connector is. There's one connector per sensor, of course. There's not a lot of slack on it, so you're going to have to actually be up in the bumper area to replace these. And to actually unhouse the centerpiece here, which is this, from the outer ring, is 2 clips. And so you make sure you don't break those. Underneath the car, and you can see this is the back of one of the sensors. It's the one that I have not yet replaced. There's a clip that you just pull outward to the bottom, and there's one on the top. And so what I've been using is just a little pick tool or a small flathead. You just want to make sure you kind of, you know, pry that down. And so what I've been doing is actually, this one is just the right height so that I can wedge it underneath the clip on the top and then kind of push it down so it actually can stay in place holding that clip up. And then I can get a little screwdriver on this one to pull this clip down, and then I can pop this out. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I need both my hands for this. All right, so I went ahead, and you can reach in the other side and push in the center while you push these tabs in, and you can get this to pop out. And then there's one tab on the connector, which is right here, and it's just push in tabs. You're gonna push it in, and then you're gonna pull this connector out. You really need 2 hands for that because they are, if your car is as old as mine, which most likely it is, they get kind of stuck in there. You know, you yank that out, make sure you knock out any you know, debris, rock, sand, or whatever, and then give it a quick spray with you know, some electrical cleaner, a connector cleaner, mass airflow sensor cleaner, something like that, with some alcohol, whatever. Clean that out, and then get your new sensor ready to go. If you notice the big old cable that was in the kind of in the way earlier, this is just I believe my tow light cable, and I just kind of moved it out of the way so you can see everything a little bit easier. Have the old one off. You can see I sprayed the connector. I have the dielectric grease in the sensor, and just want to make sure you line up this little nub with the connector. Try not to drop your stuff like I just did, and then you want to snap it together, and then it'll just push in, line up the tabs back into the bracket. So I have the connector snap back into place. Notice the little tab is there. And then you have these 2 little mini tabs here you want to line up with the clips. And once you line them up, you just push it in, and it should snap in place. and we'll go ahead and take a look. New sensors are all here. Here's the old one. Pretty beat up. That wraps up this video. Very quick one, kind of. Replaced all 4 of the parking sounder sensors, whatever they're called. Now, if you have your issue where the little button is always lit up for your parking sensors, it's not necessarily these. It could be a number of things. For me, it's the combination of these, and I have my ABS light on. You may have noticed that earlier. That also will cause that light to light up and your sensors not to work. I have another video coming up dealing with replacing the ABS sensor switches up in behind the wheels. I'll be doing that shortly. Combination of that plus the rear sensors hopefully will resolve my issue. But for anybody who just needs to do these or you damaged it, this video should be helpful. This is, real quick, the part number that I went with. I'll have a link to this in my video description. And as always, feel free to subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff. Stay tuned for some more videos. Hopefully I have a bunch of stuff coming for the Explorer, lots of fixes. Hopefully I get a lot of this stuff done this weekend. Got also some interior stuff I'm gonna be doing. And if you're interested in any of that, stick around and we'll knock these out. So as always, have a good one. Peace.